Hi everybody, welcome to Crow's Call Tarot. This is Melody. This video is for the star sign of Taurus for this week of June 8th through June 14th. All right, Tauruses. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different this week. So last week I did this video using these karma cards. All right, so this week Spirit's like, well, we need to incorporate these into your reading. So I'm like, all right. So they're broken down into three categories: planets, signs, and houses. So I'm going to go ahead and shift the shift. Oh my goodness. Um, Shuffle is what I'm trying to spit out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shuffle these cards. And when I'm shuffling them, I want you to call in your spirit team and ask them two questions. Two. The first question is a yes, no, or maybe so. Okay. The second question is I want you to ask them is what action do I need to take to manifest the outcome I am meant for? And these cards are going to answer both of them questions. All right. So the yes, no, or maybe so will not be answered until the very like at the end of the reading. So the first question, we're going to go through all of that with these decks of cards that I have in front of me, as well as these karmic cards. All right, they're actually quite interesting. So let's go ahead and get to shuffling. So Taurus, call in your spirit team and ask them the first question: yes, no, or maybe so. And we're going to use the planets card for that answer. All right. And then the next question I want you to ask your spirit team is what action do I need to take to manifest the outcome that I am meant for? So let's go ahead and get these cards all shuffled up for you. Whatever cards come out, and then what I want you to do is go in freenatalchart.com and see where each of these planets and houses, and see where they're all at in your charts. All right, Taurus. So let's go ahead, do one little quick little final shuffle, and then we'll pull the card. All right, so alrighty, so there's three different categories on these cards. We have the spiritual, the mental, and the physical. All right, so the first the planet is South Node in Leo in the 8th house. So again, check your natal chart out and see where all of this action is happening at in your natal chart, Taurus. All right. So Tauruses, the action that you need to take to get the outcome you are meant for. So we're gonna start off with your spiritual life. All right. Your spiritual body. So spiritually, if you take the action to remember leadership as a life or death issue, I kind of feel like that could also help manifest an outcome that is meant for you on your spiritual path. All right. So the mental body, if you take the action of reconsidering the creativeness of getting and using your power, which is your mental body, that will also help manifest an outcome that is meant for you. So physically, now is not the time to do what you want to and use other people's resources. So physically, now is not the time to do what you want to. And I kind of feel like what you want to do is use other people's resources. All right. So I forgot to mention the 8th house would be Leo's the 5th, Virgo's the 6th, Libra's the 7th, Scorpio is the 8th. So in the 8th house is Scorpio. All right, so let's go ahead and see the potential outcome. If you take the action that they are telling you, this is the potential outcome. So, on a spiritual level, if you remember leadership as if it was life or death issue, then spiritually there will not be self-confidence to create personal power. So it's like you need to, if you're remembering something, if you think that leadership is a matter of a life or death issue, you will not have the self confidence to create your own personal power. So that's the outcome of the action that is said on these cards. So the action mentally, reconsider the creativeness of getting and using personal power. So there's something about personal power for you, Taurus, between your spiritual body and your mental body. All right. So anxiety about taking a chance on the mysteries of life. So if you take the action to reconsider the creativeness of getting, tapping into your personal power, you will be able to take a chance on the mysteries of life. But you have a bit of anxiety in the mental body when it comes to taking a chance on creating, using your personal power. So I kind of feel like your mental body is a little out of it because you're mentally saying, I don't have the self-confidence to create. I don't have the self-confidence to take a chance. I don't have the self-confidence to tap into my personal mental power to take a chance on something that is very mysterious in my life. All right. So physically, now is not the time to do what you want to and to use other people's resources. So physically, now is not the time to get away with whatever you feel you deserve, Taurus. So physically, there could be trouble resulting from the impressiveness of a major change. Okay, again, do what you want to and use other people's resources. There will be trouble resulting from that. So now is not the time to tap in and try to use somebody else's resources for a major change in your physical reality, Taurus. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. So the South No card will determine your yes, no, or maybe so answer as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with the spiritual part of this. All right. So spiritually, if you take the action to remember leadership and use it as a life or death issue, you're going to get the outcome of there will not be self-confidence to create your personal power. So let's see what's going on, Taurus, on a spiritual level that could result in this, not having enough confidence in your own personal power. All right. So yeah, spirit of the dummy, weak, follow, and clueless. So I feel like you're clueless. You're totally clueless about your own personal power. Okay. It's like you need to remember how you took control, how you took leadership of your own personal power, and how you had the self-confidence in your own personal power. All right. So yeah, we have voices, goblins, and nightmares. So I kind of feel like you've been walking this path for a while, Taurus, and your goblins and your nightmares have kept you very weak, very clueless on a spiritual path about your personal power and the confidence that you have. All right. So that's what I feel for you on a spiritual level for this week. Let's tap into the mental body now. So mentally, if you take the action to reconsider the creativeness of getting and using power, there's a lot of energy coming through, Taurus, about your own personal power. All right. So if you reconsider the creativeness of getting and using power, you're going to get mentally an anxiety. It's like you're having an anxiety on taking a chance on the mysteries of life because you're not confident enough in the power that you have within you on a spiritual level as well as on a mental level. So let's dig in to that mental body energy when it comes to anxieties and how you create your reality within the mysteries of life. So let's see mentally what is going on for Taurus. What's this energy look like? Dig a little bit deeper into the mental body energy. Okay, I feel like this one is an answer and that one because it come out. So let's go ahead and see what they are. So, is it possible to maintain one's individual creative identity and also be in an intimate, committed relationship? So, I kind of feel like intimate relationships interfere with your freedom, Taurus. So, you need to, I kind of feel like that's the mystery of life. And you're afraid to take a chance on this intimacy because you think it's going to interfere with your freedom, your personal power. All right. So I feel like mentally you got some fear, you got some anxiety about taking a chance on being intimate with somebody. And then we have, I easily get scapegoated in my family and other relationships. And that's why you got anxiety. You got anxiety about your own power and how it's like, I kind of feel like you give your power away. And you got the mystery behind it. You're clueless to how to take back your personal power, how to take back that confidence in that personal power within your mental body. Okay, that's what I feel. I can still feel good about myself even if someone is angry with me, but that's not a positive message. Both of these cards come up in the negative position. So it's like you feel easily scapegoated. You feel that the scapegoat interferes with the freedom if you become intimate with somebody. You really have intimacy problems, I see, Taurus. All right, so let's go ahead and put this little round card back up on its end because it seems like it doesn't want to work. So let's tap into the heart space. What action does Taurus need to take to get the outcome that they are meant for within the heart space? What does this energy look like? And how does it play a role in this week's energy? Yeah, it's like up in smoke. Like there's no concrete promises. Um, because you always feel like you're scapegoated. Like, you really have this fear of intimacy when it comes in relationships. So I kind of feel like you tell a lot of tall tales, is what I feel. You create out of the lack of self-confidence. All right, so yeah, and there's transformative love. Farewell to the round and round energy. The energies, like whatever you're talking about when it comes to love and intimacy, that's going away. That's all going up in smoke, and you're transforming how you communicate. You're transforming that personal power, I feel. All right, and you're saying farewell to this cycle of going around and around and around in your head and things that are mysterious. You're taking back, I kind of feel like you're taking back your personal power when it comes to relationships. All right, that's what I feel. So let's go ahead and pull the physical part with the tarot card. So physically, if you take the action, now is not the time to do what you want to do and use other people's resources. All right. If you take that action, there's going to be trouble resulting from the impressiveness of a major change within your reality. So we have the Page of Wands and we have the Star. So I feel like there's a lot of healing coming in your physical reality that's going to bring this major change. So now is not the time to take some sort of action, I feel. All right. Spirit is telling you to stay optimistic, to stay hopeful about this major change that's coming within your physical reality. I kind of feel like they could be intuitively guiding you as well with the Page of Wands there. The Page of Wands is there's a very curious energy. Very, very curious energy about what you should do next, or how can I be confident enough to take back my personal power? I kind of feel like you're very, very curious about this. And you're staying optimistic, you're staying hopeful through this healing of your own personal power. So I feel like the star is healing some emotions that you keep going around and around and around with when it comes to relationships, when it comes to intimacy. Um, so I feel like, it could have something to do with an Aquarius as well. Maybe your person is an Aquarius with the star card coming out. All right. So there is some sort of a spark, a new curiosity. The spirit is healing within you, I feel, Taurus. All right. So let's go ahead and get two more cards for an overall generalized energy for this week. Okay, one more card. One more card, please, Spirit. Can I have one more card? All right, so we have the Four of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So, again, this is being able to collaborate with someone, being able to work something out with somebody. All right. So it's like now is not the time. You need to, just stay more hopeful, stay more optimistic about something that you're wishing for. I feel like there is a healing coming at a soul level with the star card there. I kind of feel like you got all kinds of angels and spirit guides around you, Taurus, that are helping you to build that self-confidence, to help you build up that personal power, to want to perhaps work on something more stable within your heart space, instead of blowing smoke and talking crap. You are going to be able to bring about that stability, work together with people, with your partner, and to bring something more stable and more, again, firm into your reality when it comes to this partnership. So that's what I feel. But there's a new spark, a new curiosity happening. So you just need to be patient because there is changes coming. There's major changes coming within your personal power. It's kind of like, it's a little bit mysterious how this change is going to come about, but don't worry because Spirit got your back. So any dark energy, any nightmares, or any weaknesses that you are clueless about on a soul level is all going to be brought to the light, is what I feel. The Spirit is going to illuminate that, bring it to the light, and guide you out of this dark energy into a more positive energy, a more stable energy where you're going to be able to shed these fears of being intimate with somebody. You're going to be able to work together with that person and achieve this firm foundation within a partnership within your life. All right. So there is a major change coming for you, Taurus. All right. So let's see what door this one wants to hang out. So there we go. That's the door for you, Taurus. And we got change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So there is definitely a major physical change happening for you, Taurus. All right. So Spirit is opening up that door for this change. beautiful. This is, and that's that spark that you're getting within your soul, coming out of the darkness into the light of this change, and where your personal power is, and how you gave it away, and how to take it back. And that's exactly what I feel, Taurus. You gave your personal power away to your partner, and now it's like, how do I get it back? How do I bring my personal power back? How do I stand in my self-confidence? How do I face these fears, these nightmares of being uh, uh, intimate? How do I work with my partner on this intimacy? How do I shift this cycle that keeps going around and around and around? How do I say farewell to that? How do I bring in that personal change? Tap into the self confidence, my personal power. It's like you're going to recognize something that was clueless and kept you in the dark when it comes to your self confidence and your personal power. You're going to say farewell to that round and round energy that you keep going around in the dark, and you're going to shed the anxiety on a mental level about how to be intimate with your person. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what are some signs that Spirit could be showing you this week, Taurus. What are some signs that Spirit, what are some signs you're showing Taurus this week? What are some signs that you are showing Taurus this week about these changes that are coming? Yeah, red. Passion, anger, and courage. Again, having that self-confidence, that courage. Red is root chakra energy. So it's like where you were back and forth with this passion and anger. I feel like that's going to stable out this week. And you're going to be more courageous than what you ever were, because you are going to have that personal power, that self-confidence within your soul to want to balance this out and be more secure within relationships, be more secure, especially within yourself, Taurus. So we have the root chakra energy coming out. So, what angels are around you this week, Taurus? What's the angels that are around you this week? Who are they? And what's their message for you? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we got Archangel Zachiel coming through, helping you with this transformation, this major change in your physical reality. Thank you, Zachiel, for supporting me to transform my past challenges. Exactly. Saying farewell to cycles, transforming them cycles where you were in the spiritually darkness about your own personal power, when you were in the darkness about, you know, your relationships and the cycles that you need to complete. That's all transforming, and Archangel Zachiel is helping you with that. Beautiful transformation happening for you, Taurus. Awesome. So let's see. We'll just take this one. It wants to pop out. So Archangel Jeremiah coming through now, telling you all is well, Taurus. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to, with hidden blessings you will soon understand. Hence the anxiety about the mysteries of life. There is hidden blessings. Things that are mystery are finally going to come to the light for you through this transformation. All right, Taurus. So your yes, no, or maybe so answer, we're going to use the South Node card as your answer. So South Node is a no, 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 strictly a no with no explanation. So whatever question you ask is a very affirmative no. No, no, and no. Affirmative. That's it, with no explanation for you, Taurus. So that is the answer to that burning question: yes, no, or maybe so. And it is a no. All right. So there you go, Taurus. This is your weekly energy check in. Thank you for watching, and blessed be.